Good morning students, this is Latif sir. In this video I am going to start the chapter 5 of class 8 chemistry. The topic is language of chemistry. In last live class I have discussed something about symbol and valency. Again I am telling in this video, and this topic you have already studied in class 6, 7, okay, about symbol of different elements, you know that. Okay, so again I am telling what is chemical symbol. It is the short representation of an atom of an element. Short representation of an atom of an element. For example, symbol of hydrogen is H, symbol of helium is He, symbol of oxygen is O. Okay. To state the symbol of different element, you have to follow some basic rules. First one is symbol of some elements derived from the first letter of their English name, and the symbol of these elements are represented by a capital letter, first letter of their English name, and you have to write the first letter in capital. For example, symbol of these elements derived from the first letter of their English name. Hydrogen is H, boron is B, carbon is C, okay, nitrogen is N, like this. You have to read these symbols. Second point, if two or more elements beginning with the same letter, if two or more elements have names beginning with same letter, then one more letter is added to the first letter, that is two letter symbol. In some cases two letter symbol is used. For example, hydrogen has the name has the symbol H according to its English name first letter, and helium has the symbol He, two letter symbol, because only H is used for hydrogen. So for helium, to represent the symbol of helium, you have to use two letter symbol, hydrogen, H and E. Okay, so symbol of helium is He. For carbon, symbol C is used. So for chlorine, to represent one atom of chlorine, you have to use two letter symbol, one is C and another is L, chlorine. Similarly for chromium, two letter symbol C and R is used. For cobalt, C and O is used. Okay, and the first letter is written in capital and the second letter in lowercase. Okay, and next rule is symbol of some element derived from their Latin name. Symbol of some elements. In this table, in the second column, symbol derived from two letters of their English name, like symbol of helium He, symbol of lithium Li, symbol of magnesium is Mg, symbol of aluminum is Al. These are two letter symbol, you have to read. And the third column, these symbols are derived from their Latin name. For example, symbol of sodium is symbol of sodium is Na from its Latin name natrium. Symbol of potassium is K from its Latin name kalium. Okay. Similarly, symbol of tin is Sn from its Latin name stannum. Symbol of lead is Pb from its Latin name plumbum. Okay. So a symbol of these elements derived from their Latin name. You have to read. Okay. Now valency. More about valency. This is the topic. Valency. Valency, in simple word, it is the combining capacity of an atom. Combining capacity. And valency, you can define valency in different way. In modern, the modern definition is valency is the combining capacity. You can also define valency in terms of hydrogen atom, in terms of electrons. Okay, in terms of electrons, valency is equal to the number of valence electron when the valence electron is 1 to 4. If in the valence shell of an atom, number of electron in the valence shell is 1 to 4, then valency is equal to number of valence electron. But if number of electron in the valence shell is more than 4, that is 5 to 8, then valency is equal to 8 minus number of electron in the valence shell. 8 minus valence electron. Again I am repeating how to calculate valency in terms of electron. To calculate valency in terms of electron, first you have to know the electronic configuration of the element. Okay, so after writing electronic configuration, you have to find out what is the valence shell electron. What is the number of valence shell electron? For example, I am writing for sodium. Electronic configuration is sodium has total 11 electron. In first cell 2 electron, in second cell 8 electron, in third cell 1 electron. So valency of sodium is 1 because it has 1 electron in its valence shell. Okay, so if number of electron in the valence shell is 1, then 1 to 4, then valency is equal to number of electron, and valency is equal to number of electron in the valence shell. But if number of electron in the valence shell is more than 4, then valency is equal to 8 minus number of electron in the valence shell. For example, oxygen, electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6. 2,6. In first cell 2 electron, in second cell 6 electron. So what is the valency of oxygen? 8 minus 6. 8 minus number of electron in the valence shell. Okay, so using this formula, that is valency of an element, of an atom, of an element is equal to number of electron when the number of electron is 1 to 4, and valency is equal to number 8 minus number of electron when the number of electron in the valence shell is more than 4. Okay, two rules are given, you have to read. Now see, a table is given, common element and their valence is also given. One more important term is given. Based on valency, some elements are known as monovalent elements, some elements are divalent elements, some elements are trivalent, some elements tetravalent. So what is mean by monovalent? Monovalent element, if the valency of an element is 1, then it is known as monovalent element. For example, hydrogen is a monovalent element, its valency is 1. Lithium, sodium, potassium, all these elements has valency 1, so all these elements are known as monovalent element. Divalent means valency 2. If an element has valency 2, then it is known as divalent element. For example, oxygen, divalent and bivalent are same. Oxygen, magnesium, calcium, zinc, all these elements are divalent element because their valence is 2. Trivalent means valence is 3. For some example of trivalent elements, boron and aluminium, and boron aluminium, their valence is always 3. So this boron aluminium are trivalent element. Tetravalent means valency 4. Carbon silicon has valency 4, so there is a tetravalent element. Okay, so monovalent, bivalent, trivalent, tetravalent. Now see, variable valency. Variable valency means some elements can exhibit more than one valency. Some element can exhibit more than one valency, and this term is known as variable valency. For example, Fe can show two type of valency. One is Fe2 plus, that is 2, and 3 plus, that is 3. So Fe has two valency, Fe2 and Fe3. The lower valency, to represent the lower valency, you have to use a suffix as with the lower valency. So a suffix as was added to name the one with lower valency, and for the higher valency, to represent the higher valency, you have to use a suffix ik. Okay, so the suffix is added to the name the one with higher valency. Okay, so Fe2 plus is known as ferrous and Fe3 plus is known as ferric. Similarly, copper has two valency, copper 1 and 2. Copper has two valency, 1 and 2. The lower valency, for lower valency copper plus 1, you have to write Q plus, and for higher valency, that is copper 2 plus, you have to write Q prick. that is cupric means copper 2 and cuprous means copper 1. Okay, so presently these are that is variable valencies are represented by writing their valencies in the Roman number in bracket beside the name of the element. Okay, so iron has two valencies 2 and 3. Iron 2 is represented as iron within bracket 2 Roman 2, and iron 3, which is known as iron 2, is known as ferrous, because lower valency, with lower valency you have to use as, and for higher valency you have to use ic. So iron 3 is known as ferric respectively. Some common example of variable valencies or multiple valencies are given here. You can see copper has 2 valency, I have told. Iron has 2 valency 2 and 3. Lead has 2 valency 2 and 4. Cobalt has 2 valency 2 and 3. Manganese has 3 valency 2, 4, 7. Chlorine has 4 valencies 1, 3, 5, 7. 4 valencies. Sulfur has 3 valency 2, 4, 6. Iodine has 3 valency 1, 5, 7. Okay, all this you have to remember. Okay, so these are valency of elements. Now see valency of ions or radicals. Ions or radical, valency of ions and radicals. So first you have to know what is an ion or radicals. Ions are charged particles. So the charged particles formed when an atom or group of atoms gain or loses electron are called ions. When an atom or group of atoms the charged particle formed when an atom or group of atoms gain or loses electrons are called ion or radicals. So atom having positive or negative charge are known as ions, and group of atoms having positive or negative charge are known as radicals. For example, Cl minus, it is a single chloride ion, atom with negative charge, it is chloride anion. Okay, but SO4 2 minus, it is a group of atom, not a single atom. SO4 2 minus, it is known as radical. Okay, so this is in simple ion and this is radical, both are negatively charged. Radical means was group of atoms, positively or negatively charged group of atoms. Okay, and these ions or radical both are formed by losing or gaining electron. When an atom or group of atom loses electron, it develops a positive charge, and this is known as cation or basic radical. Cations or basic radical. Okay, so cations or basic radicals are positively charged particles. Atoms with positive charge formed by losing electron is known as cation, and group of atoms with positive charge formed by losing electron is known as radical, basic radical. Basic radical means positively charged. Okay, an atom or group of atoms that gains electrons, one or more electron, and develop a negative charge is known as anion or acid radical. Anion or acid radical. Okay, so atoms with negative charge formed by gaining electron is known as anion. Atoms with negative charge formed by gaining electron is known as anion. For example, Cl minus. For example, F minus, O2 minus. These are anion. Okay, and group of atoms with negative charge formed by gaining electron is known as acid radical. So anion or acid radical both are negatively charged particle, and cations or basic radical both are positively charged particles. So cations and basic radical are formed by losing electron, and anions or acid radical is formed by gaining electron. Remember this. Okay, so here some ions and radicals are given. You can see in the table. First one is common ions. See name of the elements and their ions also given, and symbol of the ion. Sodium forms sodium ion, and the formula of sodium ion is always Na plus. Potassium form potassium ion K plus. Copper has two ion, copper plus 1 and copper plus 2, that is Q plus and Q prick. Calcium always form calcium 2 plus ion. Magnesium always form magnesium 2 plus ion. Fe has two ion, Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus, and aluminum has two ion, aluminum 3 plus. These are positively charged ions or cations, and some negatively charged ions. No, these are non-metals. Generally non-metals form negatively charged ions and metals form positively charged ions. Okay, metals form cations by losing electron and non-metals form anion by gaining electron. Some example of some negatively charged ions, that is anion. I have told fluoride, chloride, that is fluorine, after losing one electron it forms, after gaining one electron it forms fluoride ion. Chlorine after gaining one electron forms chloride ion. Sulfur after gaining two electron it forms sulfide ion, H2 minus ion. Symbol of each ion you have to remember. Nitrogen form nitride ion, N3 minus. Phosphorus phosphide ion, P3 minus. Carbon carbide ion, C4 minus. Okay, so these are some example of positively charged ions, that is cations, and these are some example of negatively charged ions, that is anions. And now see some example of radical polyatomic ions, radical, acid radical and basic radical. Okay, so here the term polyatomic ion is used. What is polyatomic ion? It is radical mainly. An ion having more than one atom is called radical. So acid radical, basic radical are polyatomic ions. Polyatomic ions also known as radicals having positive or negative charge. So an ion having more than one atom is called polyatomic ion, and the valency of the polyatomic ion also given. Okay, so some example of polyatomic ions, negatively charged polyatomic ions are given here. Nitrite, NO2 minus, their valency of NO2 minus is -1. Okay, valency is 1. Hydroxide, symbol chemical formula is OH minus, valency is -1. Okay, hydrogen carbonate, valency formula is HCO3 minus, valency is -1. Nitrate, NO3 minus. Nitrite means NO2 minus and nitrate means NO3 minus, remember that. Nitrate means NO3 minus, valency is -1. Hydrogen sulfide, HSO3 minus, valency or charge is -1. Okay, and some more polyatomic ion are also given. Sulfate, SO4 2 minus, SO4 2 minus, sulfate radical or sulfate polyatomic ion, valence is -2. Carbonate, CO3 2 minus, valence is -2. Sulfite, SO3 2 minus, valence is -2. Phosphate, PO4 3 minus, valence is -3. And ammonium, NH4 plus, its valence is +1. Okay, so all these polyatomic ion, their symbol, their chemical formula, their valency you have to read. These are important. Okay, in ninth class I will discuss this answer of this question. Okay, and try to solve this answer in your copy. In next live class I will discuss this answer. And chemical formula of molecule. Chemical formula of molecule, you have already studied in class 7 how to represent a chemical formula. Very simple process. I am explaining with the help of an example. You have to follow some step. Okay, let's I am explaining with the help of the compound carbon dioxide, how to derive the chemical formula of carbon dioxide. Okay, so first you have to write, step 1 is first you have to write the symbol of the element present in carbon dioxide. You know, carbon dioxide, carbon and oxygen are present. So first you have to write a symbol, and the symbols are C and O. Here it is written. And in next step we have to write their valency at the bottom of each element. So valency of carbon is 4, valency of oxygen is 2. You know that I have told before some time what is the valency of different element. and after writing their valencies you have to exchange the valency of both the element. You have to exchange valency of carbon with valency of oxygen. So after valency, exchanging valency, you have to write the number in terms of subscript. As a subscript you have to write. Okay, so valency of carbon you have to exchange with valency of oxygen. So valency of carbon is 4 and valency of oxygen is 2. So after exchanging and after writing as subscript, it becomes C2 and O4. After exchanging, you have to exchange the valency of carbon with oxygen. Okay, simple method. So after exchanging their valency, you have to find out any common factor is there or not. In this case C2 and O4, the common factor of 2 and 4 is 2. Common factor of 2 and 4 is 2. The common factor is 2. So you have to divide both the value by the common factor. If there is any common factor, you have to divide both the number by the common factor. Okay, so common factor of 2 and 4 is 2. So after dividing 2 by 2, it becomes C1, and after dividing 4 by 2, it becomes 2. Okay, so the chemical formula of carbon dioxide is C1O2, that is CO2. 1 is not required to write. Okay, one more example. I am writing chemical formula of iron 3 carbonate. Iron 3 carbonate. So iron means Fe. I have to write symbol of Fe, and carbonate means CO3 2 minus CO3. So valency of iron is 3 and valency of carbonate radical is 2. Okay, and in next step you have to exchange and you have to write there write the valency as a subscript. Okay, so you have to exchange 2 with Fe and 3 with carbonate. Carbonate is a polyatomic ion, so you have to write carbonate within bracket, CO3 within bracket you have to write. So Fe2CO3 whole thrice it becomes. Now see, there is no common factor of 2 and 3. Okay, so if there is no common factor, join them together and you will get the formula of iron 3 carbonate Fe2CO3. Simple method. One more example is given. Try to solve this example. Okay, in next live class I will give the answer. And next topic is chemical equation. I will discuss it. Chemical equation I will discuss it in next class. Okay, thank you students.